Hey folks, it's Eddie G, and I'm back with a new video. This time I wanted to do another custom D&D minifig. And of course, I like to do my minifigs that are based on the Dragonlance setting. So I went through and came up with an interesting character, mostly because I thought he was kind of a challenge to recreate in Lego because of certain special requirements. So without further ado, let me present my custom minifig for everyone's favorite blacksmith from the original Dragonlance Chronicles. It is none other than Theros Ironfield. So let me go through a little bit about the details of him, and then we'll get into some specifics. I based this minifig on the most common image that I could find of Theros Ironfield, as seen here. And from that image, I went with the idea of tan pants and a white shirt, and then I used this piece, which is an older Lego piece. Sometimes it's presented this way for blacksmiths and workers. Sometimes it's actually flipped the other way around on the back and used as kind of like the original mini cape. In this case, it's supposed to be leather protection. It's got his arm, of course, from the Dragonlance trilogy. Spoilers, sorry. We know that he loses his right arm and it gets replaced with the silver arm of Urgoth. Lego does have this flat silver piece, so it took a little while to get the arm and hand piece and gently put it in this torso. Lego does not recommend actually popping out arms from the torso base, so you have to be very gentle. It's real easy to break these arm pieces and then they become useless. So if you do something like that for modifying Lego figures, be very gentle when popping out arms or even the hand pieces. Also, the leg pieces can be popped out of the leg bottom. Also, you have to be careful with those. Those can easily break as well. Once I had the arm piece, everything else started to fall into place. I went through the collection of faces that would be appropriate and was lucky enough to find someone who had a great beard, like Theros does in that image that I showed, along with a hairpiece that I thought was really, really appropriate. So this is, again, my custom figure for Theros Ironfield. Now, I would be remiss if I went to all the trouble to build Theros and didn't build the weapon that he needs to forge the Dragonlance. And that is the Hammer of Charis. So real quickly with this, I based this off of, the image that you can see him holding the hammer in that piece of art. From that, I decided to use chrome squares for the end pieces, gold for the middle part. Figured it's a weapon that was designed for a warrior, so it should at least have a little bit of ornamentation. A little piece in the middle here is very interesting. I'll go into that in a moment. The base is built out of a gray version, what is usually used as a spyglass. And then for that, I just added this little round tile on the bottom to give it a little bit more design. This little piece here in the middle is interesting. I found this only in a few sets. What makes it interesting is that it's perfect for adding to this, but not making it too big or too long of a hammer. In fact, I think even as this one stands, it's still a little bit bigger than you see in that image. Luckily, Lego makes this gold piece that has a hole in the middle. That means the gold piece will fit over the tube on this side and will fit on the stud on this side. And that allowed me to create the Hammer of Charis. In Theros' hand, he is now ready to forge the Dragonlance. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in how I made the figure, let me know in the comments below, and I can actually include a parts list if you want to build your own Theros figure or Hammer of Charis. Cheers, until next time.